Okay, if you've ever thought about listing a property on Airbnb and you just can't find a video that shows you all of the steps, they're just like drip feeding you information, then this video will include absolutely everything. I promise you. Stay to the end and you will know everything about listing a property and optimizing it on Airbnb. So you can either start a complete new listing or create from an existing listing. I would normally just duplicate one and change it for the sake of this video to show you from scratch. I'm gonna obviously create a new listing. All right, so yeah, let's get started. Tell us about your place. Yeah, cool. Which of these best describes your place? So then you want to insert your address in here. I'm going to insert my address now and my editor will just hide this information. Right, so share some basics about your place. All right, so my new place can sleep 9 people. Just make your place comfortable to sleep people. Don't cram them in. So I've got 3 bedrooms. There is 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 beds. There are, in terms of beds, there is the king bed. We've got a twin room, so 2. We've got a bunk bed, so I would say that's 2 beds. And then we've got a sofa bed, so 6 beds. There is 1 bathroom and a separate toilet. So is that 2 bathrooms? No. 1.5. Okay, the amenities, these are actually really important. So obviously we're gonna have Wi-Fi, TV, kitchen, yes, free parking. Well, mine has, a lot of places don't. So there's no aircon, there's no dedicated there could be the dining table, but it's not dedicated to the workspace. So there's no pool. We have a hot tub. Woo! There is a patio. I need to buy a barbecue, but it's winter. Outdoor dining area. There's no pool table. There is an indoor fireplace. There's no piano, there's no exercise, there's no lake access, no beach. Outdoor shower, nope. Yes, it has smoke alarm, first aid kit, fire extinguisher, and those alarms, all part of the compliance. Anyway, add some photos of your house. Okay, cool. So here are the photos. Whiz them over. Boom, 49. Okay. Upload. Okay, pictures are just coming about now. Okay, so now it's asking us to lead with the best pictures. So we want to click here, arrange pictures. I'm gonna skip this bit for now, just because I can come back to this. So kind of just select one, just move on. We can always come back to this. So now give your house a title. Can't, like it says here, you can always change it later. What you can do is just ask ChatGPT. Okay, so just grab my listing template. Okay, so here's my listing template. This is at the moment free to download from my website, but I am thinking about changing it and made it a paid for document because it is actually very valuable. And I give loads away for free, but I think I give away too much for free sometimes. So if you include that into ChatGPT and just tell it some basic details about your property, it will give you the whole description. It will save you a very long time, right? And this is optimized for families and contractors to scan through. So the space, straight away, they can see long stay discounts. Instantly, that's appealing to contractors. The key features, hot tub, wheelchair friendly, loads of parking, sleeping arrangements, like what are the beds? So bedroom 1, king, 2 single beds, bunk bed, single on top, double on the bottom. Perfect. Living room, full size double sofa bed. Straight away, you're not guessing. Like, okay, so it says sofa bed, but is that single? Is it pull out? Like, etc. Make it easy for them to understand what they're possibly thinking of booking. All right, and stuff to do with like early check-ins, late checkouts. Yeah, here, so early check-ins, they can be charged upon early check-in, so upsell them. So cool. And then we just pop that in here. So this is the brief description. So just go back in the ChatGPT and ask it to create you a 500 character max one for the brief description. Okay, and then finish up and publish. Okay, so my nightly rate is $350. That includes cleaning fee. But if you think about it, $350. 9 contractors stay during the week, because this is the weekday price. That's less than £40 each for an entire place. Sleep comfortably, secure parking, a hot tub, detached place, central, stumbling distance to the pub. It's perfect for them. 410 sounds fair to me. You can change this in a minute. This is very basic, but I want to get to, I want to turn these off. We don't want to add discounts here. We're going to set our own discounts, which I'll show you in a sec. Yes, it does. Ring doorbell on main door. So next I can set up my calendar, adjust the settings. Cool. Prepare for your first guest. Cool. We're getting there. Say publish. All that work that you've been doing leads up to Airbnb saying, congratulations, Kenny. Welcome aboard. Now we want to get really stuck into it. Okay, so let's click this. Right. Start from the top. Title is cool. Property type. Yep. pricing. So let's just make sure nightly price 350, weekend 410. We don't want discounts. I'm gonna set all these somewhere else. Availability. So minimum nights, you don't want one night stays. That is stag do, hen do, central. That is not my target market. If they want to do that, they've got to book 2 nights. Yes, they can. So can they check in the same day? Yes. Can they book all the way up till, I would say, 8 p.m. Number of guests, just click in there just to make sure it definitely is your number, even though it says a description. So listing description, your property. Let's see. Okay, this part is where you put in your long description. So your property description. So copy what you done earlier here and then paste it in there. Save that. There we go. We have to remove the word WhatsApp. So amenities, we've done that. Accessible features, let's have a look. So disabled parking spot. I have this feature, but I haven't got a picture. Swimming pool or hot tub hoist. I don't have a hot tub hoist. I don't have a ceiling hoist. Location, we've done. Booking settings. Yes, use instant book. You might just want to go to inquiries until you're really, really ready. I am gonna go for the instant book. So this is pretty good. This one, the pre-booking message. Please, so guests must read this before booking. What you could do is encourage them to look at the pictures to contact you directly. You could also point them to your website. House rules, pets. Not for me. Events, yeah, they can have events like yoga parties. That house would lend itself perfectly to that because the back garden's private, loads of grass space. Smoking, vaping, e-cigarettes. I mean, people, they won't take notice anyway. Quiet hours, yes, obviously. Start time is definitely not 11. Nope, no pornos. Basically what that should say. Number of guests, 9. Check-in. Cool, they can check in at 4. 4 is the industry standard, right? And they can check in whenever they want. I really don't mind. Just hit flexible. If they've booked to check in, who cares when they check in? Unless you need to be there, this is self-check-in. Checkout is 100% 10 a.m. That is also industry standard, right? If they want the late checkout, then they're gonna have to pay for that. Okay, additional rules. Cool, that's that one done. Right, a cancellation policy. I don't like flexible, I like firm, strict. So moderate is full refund at least 5 days before check-in. Not for me. Limited, full refund at least 14 days before check-in. Firm, full refund at least 30 days before check-in. Cool. Firm it is. Non-refundable option. Okay, cool. I'm actually gonna go with that. It offers them a 10% discount. If they select that, then there's no refunds. Okay, and the firm long-term. Yep, cool. Strict. I'm strict. Sorry, too many previous guests messed me about. Cool, so that is the cancellation policies done. Cool, then we've got the arrival guide, the directions. Okay, so it's turn into check-in method. So it is a lockbox. What you could do at this point is basically if you're taking security deposits, that can be your policy inside your description, like a £250 refundable security deposit needs to be paid before receiving the check-in information, and you could put that here as well. So that's what I'm going to do. Also, we're going to be doing this here. Wi-Fi details, checkout instructions. There's a lot for this place, but basically I'm going to ask them to strip the bedding, leave all used towels in the shower tray, leave all bedding used at the end of the beds on the floor, load the dishwasher and turn it on. If they've used the coffee machine, clean the coffee machine, take all food with them, so nothing left in the fridge or freezer. That happens all the time. It's really annoying. Like big bottles of Coke, cans of Foster's everywhere. It fills up your bin. So if they don't remove it, then I'll take it out of their security deposit. So there's going to be a list of things. Basically, there kind of needs to be no trace of them apart from just cleaning up the property. There needs to be no trace of them and their belongings, their rubbish, otherwise it comes out of their deposit. So I'm going to use ChatGPT to help me structure that. Okay, so what I've just done is put all of that through ChatGPT, asked it to basically make it polite and friendly. Okay, so basically it's put all general rubbish into black bin bags, tie them, put them in the black bin, right? Recycling goes in the green bin. Remove all used bedding and place it at the end of the bed on the floor. If you use a coffee machine, please clean it. Take all food items that you brought with you. Please avoid leaving unused food or drink in the bins. Place all used towels in the shower tray. Clean and put away all dishes, cups, cutlery, blah, blah, blah. No rubbish or food should be left in the property. Please note if these steps are not followed, it will affect the damaged deposit. Basically, we stayed somewhere in France and that was their checkout instructions. And I thought, yeah, you know what, fair enough. I like that because guests, sometimes you just don't know what your cleaner is going to turn up to. It can be immaculate or it can be absolutely trashed. So with this, it's like, yeah, it could be trashed, but then they don't get their deposit back. Okay, cool. So that is the checkout instructions. What's that done? The guidebook is like, you know, what can they do in the town or city? Show them around. Are there any fancy what's nearby, you can do all that. Let's go on the calendar now. Right, before we go into the next step, make sure you're doing this. So click the 3 lines, scroll down, go to account settings, and then scroll down, go to professional hosting tools, and make sure they're turned on. Cool. Once you've done that, then go to your calendar, and it should look something like this. Without all these, we want to be editing this one. We now want to create a rule set. Alright, so we are now in the low season. Not that it really matters so much. And choose a cold color. So I do have this document. This is setting the pricing strategies for 10 nights, 14 nights, 21, 28, 30. Right, all of them. So 2 nights, 3 nights, 4 nights. So follow this. This is part of the website resources. So go to the website. So this is the pricing strategy I follow. 2 nights is 5%. So I'm just going to chuck this up here. But if you want that document, go to my website, go to SA resources and download the documents. But essentially it is 5% off. 2 nights is 5% off. 3 nights, 7.5. They've stopped doing the points, so just leave it at 7. 4 nights, 10% off. Because everybody in the UK loves a bargain. 7 nights a week. So we want 2, we want 3, we want monthly, we want 60. 2 weeks was 22. 3 weeks was 27. Monthly. Cool. Nope, not going to do last minute. Not going to do early bird. Save that. And then if you click down here, so you can see all of the discounts here, they're all there. Right, so then just apply that. Apply it now. End date, the end of April. So I deemed that the end of low season, and I just want to apply it to that. And I'm just going to go back in here because I think there was a 10% discount somewhere. Oh yeah, so if they book 2 nights they get 15% off. I'm going to take that off because they're getting a discount anyway. Can't have a further 10%. That's it, we're live. Obviously it needs really perfecting now because obviously the pictures, got to put it all together and structure it better, get a professional photographer, but we are live. I've got quite a good eye for photography, so I took these pictures. But they're nothing on what a photographer can actually do. There we go. That's essentially it. You're live. It just needs perfecting. That's how to optimize it with the description, the title, the nightly discounts. Now I've just got all of these kind of, get connect to a local photographer so it even recognizes it. And just put it all in order and then have everything running and start collecting bookings. All right, cool. I hope that helps.